Today we're going to take a major step forward in your AI journey by getting hands-on with Microsoft 365 Copilot. This is where AI stops being an abstract concept and becomes a practical, everyday tool that helps you work smarter, faster, and with more clarity. By the end of this session, you'll understand where Copilot lives, what it can do, how to interact with it, and how to start building real workflows that save time and reduce digital chaos. Think of this as your guided tour of the AI assistant that's already built into the tools you use every day. Let's start with the basics: what Copilot actually is. Microsoft 365 Copilot is an AI assistant that lives inside Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, Loop, and even your browser through Microsoft Edge. It's designed to help you draft, summarize, analyze, plan, and create using your organizational data securely and responsibly. That means it can work with your documents, your email, your meetings, your calendars, and your SharePoint content to give you insights and support that generic AI tools simply can't. But here's the key idea. Copilot doesn't replace your work. It accelerates it. It gives you a head start, a clearer path, and a faster way to move from idea to execution. So let's talk about where you'll find Copilot. In Microsoft Word, you'll see the Copilot icon in the ribbon. In Excel, it appears in the Home tab. In PowerPoint, it's right next to your design tools. And in Outlook, it shows up in the message window and in the reading pane. In Microsoft Teams, it's integrated into meetings, chats, and channels. And in Edge, it's available as a sidebar that can help you research, summarize, and explore information from the web. Wherever you see the Copilot icon, you have access to AI that understands your context and your content. Now, let's walk through what Copilot can actually do for you, starting with one of the most common pain points in modern work: communication. In Outlook, Copilot can summarize long email threads, draft replies, rewrite messages for tone, and extract tasks or decisions. If you've ever opened up your inbox and felt overwhelmed by a wall of text, Copilot can help you cut through it in seconds. You can ask it questions like, "What is the main decision in this thread?" Or draft a reply that acknowledges the update and asks for next steps. It's like having a personal communications assistant who never gets tired. Now, in Microsoft Teams, Copilot becomes your meeting partner. It can recap meetings you missed, highlight key points, identify action items, and even answer questions like, "What did we decide about the timeline?" Or, "What were the risks mentioned in the discussion?" Instead of digging through transcripts or rewatching recordings, you get the clarity you need instantly. Now, let's move on to document creation, because this is where Copilot really shines. In Word, Copilot can draft entire documents from scratch based on a simple prompt. You can say, "Create a 2-page proposal for a new onboarding process," or "Draft a summary of this attached document for a leadership audience." It can rewrite sections, adjust tone, shorten or expand content, and help you move from a blank page to a polished draft in minutes. In PowerPoint, Copilot can generate full slide decks from a prompt or from an existing Word document. You can ask it to create a presentation with a specific tone, structure, or visual style. It can add speaker notes, reorganize slides, and help you refine your message. Instead of spending hours formatting slides, you can focus on the story you want to tell. In Microsoft Excel, Copilot becomes your data analyst. It can identify trends, create charts, write formulas, and explain what your data means. You can ask questions like, "What are the top 3 drivers of cost this quarter?" Or create a chart that compares performance across regions. It's like having a data expert sitting next to you, ready to help at any moment. And then there's Loop, which is quickly becoming one of the most powerful collaboration tools in Microsoft 365. Copilot in Loop helps you brainstorm, plan, and co-create in real time. You can generate ideas, build project plans, outline documents, and collaborate with your team in a shared workspace that updates everywhere it's used. It's perfect for early-stage thinking, team alignment, and fast iteration. So now that you know where Copilot lives and what it can do, let's talk about how to interact with it. Copilot works best when you give it clear, structured prompts. You'll get the strongest results when you include three things: context, instructions, and constraints. For example, instead of saying write a summary, you might say summarize this document in 3 paragraphs for a leadership audience. Focus on the risks, decisions, and next steps. That level of clarity helps Copilot understand exactly what you need. You can also ask Copilot to refine its output. You can say, make this more concise, or rewrite this in a more formal tone, or add a section that explains the benefits. Think of Copilot as a collaborator. You're not stuck with the first draft. You can iterate until it feels right. Another powerful feature is the ability to reference your organizational data. You can say things like, summarize the key points from the last 3 project updates, or draft a status report based on our recent meeting notes, or find the latest version of the onboarding document, and create a 1-page overview. Copilot can search across your content and bring the right information to you. Now, let's talk about responsible use, because this is essential. Copilot only has access to the content you already have permission to view. It doesn't override security settings. It doesn't expose private information. It doesn't give you access to anything you couldn't already see. It simply helps you work with the information you already have. That said, you still need to verify the output. Copilot can make mistakes. It can misinterpret a prompt. It can miss a nuance. Your role is to check the work, refine the results, and make sure the final product reflects your expertise and your standards. As you get started, here are a few simple prompts that almost everyone finds useful. Summarize this email thread and list the action items. Draft a reply that acknowledges the update and asks for next steps. Create a project plan with milestones, risks, and owners. Draft a 1-page summary of this document for executives. Analyze this data and highlight 3 key trends. Create a slide deck that explains this proposal in 5 slides. Now, these prompts give you quick wins and help you build confidence. As you become more comfortable, you'll start to see opportunities everywhere. You'll notice tasks that used to take an hour now take 5 minutes. You'll find that you're spending less time formatting, rewriting, or searching for information, and more time thinking, deciding, and creating. That's the real power of Copilot. It gives you back time. It reduces your friction, and it helps you focus on the work that matters most. As we wrap up this session, remember this: getting started with Copilot is less about mastering every feature and more about building a habit of asking for help. The more you use it, the more natural it becomes. The more you experiment, the more value you'll unlock. And the more you integrate it into your daily workflow, the more you'll wonder how you ever worked without it. In the next sessions, we'll go deeper into advanced prompting, workflow design, and real-world use cases across different roles and departments. But for now, your mission is simple. Open the tools you already use, click the Copilot icon, and start exploring. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Let's keep going.